Hey everyone, guess who? Anti-Millennials guy here. And seeing as it's been a minute since I made my last video, I don't know, maybe you guys are like me, right? Maybe you're subscribed to a bunch of different YouTube channels. You're every morning you wake up, you got these going in the car with you, right? Maybe you're listening to a bunch of podcasts and you're taking in all this information all the time, right? But really the challenge isn't, taking and finding the right information. These days, good YouTube channels are all over the place. We've got all of the most successful people giving us all this super valuable information, right? And the question really becomes, well, how do I take that information and actually turn it into action, If you're like me, you're probably almost a little bit frustrated with it, right? I'm going out here and taking in all this great stuff. I've got all the right methods. I've got all the right tools and tactics to make this happen, but I'm not actually doing anything with it, right? So the topic of today's video is just going to be 4 different things that you can do to actually go from taking in this information to actually taking it and making it actionable and doing something with it, right? So the first thing that I would suggest is to set specific time to work on things, right? Now that's not just like, that's not just throwing something on your to-do list, right? That's setting a specific day of the week and a specific time on that day of the week that you're actually going to work on it, right? Now when you do this, of course the temptation is going to be there. Oh, well, today I'm just going to skip it. Today it's all right. I'm busy today. I have to run some errands. I got to clean something. Work has been tough. I'm feeling stressed out. I'm feeling sick. Whatever. There's a million excuses, right? And at the end of the day, when you set these kind of goals, you have to stick to them like your life depends on it, honestly. Unless it's an emergency, you're going to sit down on Tuesday at 2 p.m. or whatever it is, and you're going to work on this thing, right? Tip number 2, don't try and do everything in one day, right? This is a mistake that I make a lot of the time. I'll write stuff down in my scheduler, my planner, right? And I've got all these crazy ideas and all these things that I want to do, all these things I want to learn. And I'll say, okay, all right, so tomorrow I'm going to learn JavaScript, and I'm going to make another video. And I'm also going to learn to use this video editing software, and I'm also going to, write my next blog post, and I'm going to build a website, and I'm going to do this and that. And by the time it comes down to it, I'm so overwhelmed with all these things that I've done none of them. So, just stick to one thing and make it easily attainable. It leads me to my next point. Point number 3, start by making it really, really easy. So the biggest thing here, and the best way to take all of these insights that we're getting from these videos and make them actionable is to make it easily attainable, right? Now what I mean by that is, basically, as opposed to saying, okay, well, I want to make videos, I want to do YouTube videos, but, I want to make them really, really professional and really, really well done. So first I'm going to go learn, video editing software, and, I'm going to go talk to like someone I know that does graphic design, and I'm going to get this crazy logo, and I got to go in and find just the right music to put in. And, by the time it's all said and done, your goal of making a video, it's just not going to happen, right? I mean, you got to start small, get the momentum going, get yourself into the habit of doing whatever it is. And then eventually, as you keep doing all that, you build on it, you make incremental improvements to whatever it is you're doing. And once you've got the habit, then you can really start making things more professional, making it more to what you want it to be kind of long term, right? Tip number 4, this is probably the most important thing here. Set time limits for the work that you're doing. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Pomodoro technique, right? Something like that, which is basically just setting aside 25 minutes, taking a 5-minute break, 25 minutes work, 5-minute break. And within that 25 minutes, you are doing nothing but working. You are 100% focused. You've got all the windows on your computer closed. You're not listening to anything on the side. You are 100% zoned in, deep work, right? Now, what I mean by setting time limits is there's another law out there. It's called Parkinson's law, and I'm sure a few of you heard of this as well. But basically what it is it's a law that states that whatever you're working on is going to take as much time as you have allotted for it. So if you sit down and you say, okay, I'm going to write a blog post today. I'm going to get this blog going, and let's say it's 5 o'clock p.m., right? If you don't have a time limit on that, 10 o'clock p.m. is going to roll around, and you're going to have done everything. You're going to have gone in and done research for what the topic of the blog post is going to be, and before you know it, you're going to have gone down the internet hole, right? You're going to have looked at YouTube videos of cats, and you're going to have gone on some website and done shopping or whatever it is you're doing, right? Now, if you put a time limit on it, if you say, okay, I'm only going to take 1 hour to do this, and at the end of this hour, I'm going to crank it out. And if it's not done by the end of this hour, I'm just going to stop working on it. That's a lot more incentive. It's like giving yourself just the amount of pressure to go in there and actually make this happen. That's been incredibly instrumental for me just in terms of getting anything done, really. So anyways, those are the 4 tips, guys. Tune in next time. Be sure to subscribe if you like this video. There's more coming, of course, and take care.